Hey guys, so today we're just coming to you guys with something that we've been thinking about and talking about, just me and Lee. And it's about how the closer you get with God, the further people get from you. And honestly, I feel like there's so much you could say about that, where like that itself is just so deep, because it's so true. Honestly, for me, the closer I got with God, the further some of my family got, like cousins that I was really close with and, you know, that I chilled with all the time. Like, they just kind of like disappeared or cut me off for no reason. Friends that I used to have disappeared. I mean, it's all for the good. Don't get me wrong. Like, what me and Lee were talking about was how God himself will remove people out of your life the second that you decide to walk with him, because certain people just can't come on this journey with you. Certain people, either don't want to be on this journey, they don't want to better themselves, they don't want any accountability, they don't want to follow anything, like they just want to be free and do whatever the heck they want. So those types of people, I'm sorry, hate to break it to you, but they don't belong. They don't belong in you, with you. They don't belong in this journey of you. So God will remove those people specifically when you make that declaration in your heart. And that's exactly what he did for me. Because the Bible says bad company corrupts good character. So how could I be hanging around with these people that I used to do hood rat stuff with and get into trouble with or smoke with or drink with when I no longer want to do that? Like, who do I think I am to be able to like go against the Bible? Like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, who do I think I am to supersede what Jesus is saying? You know, like, he said bad company corrupts good character. So do I think I'm like the one in a million that can hang out with a bad company and not get my character corrupt? No. So sorry. Certain people just gotta go.
And kind of just to add on to that, God knows what's best for you. So obviously, like she was saying, when you come to God, you know, he starts, you know, removing people from your circle, but at the same time, he also starts adding people to your circle, because everybody wants to talk about, you know, if my circle is not talking about getting money, or, you know, like all those like business or whatever, you know, my circle not like this, like that. Yeah, that's true. But in reality, if your circle isn't pushing you closer to God, if your circle isn't correcting you when you're wrong, if your circle isn't convicting you, if your circle isn't like loving you when you need to be loved, if it's not doing what you need and lifting you up and pushing you further and, you know, pushing you to be like the best you can be, then in reality, your circle, you need to rethink your circle and you need to rethink who you're surrounded by. Because, you know, everybody wants to talk about, like, you know, like with God, you have to cut off some friendships, or like, you know, I lost all my friends when I came to Christ. And I mean, they're not wrong, but it's also just the fact of, look at your friend group, look at who you were chilling around. You know, it's true. It's just really just it's an example of bad company corrupts good character. Is your character being corrupted? You know, I feel like there's a lot of people out there too, they want to stay doing some things, they want to stay chilling with some people, when in reality, but also still trying to follow God, but in reality, they know that they shouldn't be. And, you know, there is something inside of you that's you know, warning you and telling you, yo, maybe I shouldn't. You know, you're trying to see the best in them. You know, you're trying to you know, maybe even like bring God into the play, you know, like maybe not do the stuff you were doing with them, but you're still trying to be with them. Yeah. But in reality, it all goes even deeper. Let's say you had a bond off of a lot of my friends, we had bonds off of smoking. So when I stopped smoking, what am I even what is our friendship even built off of? I realized, what is there even to talk about? What can I even click with you on? And in reality, I still could have kept those friends around, but, and this is no shade, but it's how are you benefiting me? How are you benefiting me? You know, you want to walk with people who are like-minded, who are sober-minded, right? You don't want to walk with people who, you know, are constantly shoving temptation in your face, or shoving, you know, things that maybe you shouldn't even be doing in your face or shouldn't be around. You know, you have to protect yourself. And in reality, if it means cutting off the people that you don't want to cut off, the Bible does not say love everyone and chill with everyone. I mean, it says love everyone, but it doesn't say, you know, chill with everyone by your side all night. No, I can love you from far, and I can maybe not chill with you because I'm trying to keep my peace. And a lot of people aren't going to like you with that, because the closer you get to God, the farther you get from people. We're in this world, but we're not of it. So at the end of the day, it's like, you know, my circle, if God's going to make my circle.
Yeah.
And they're going to and when you really get a circle that is, you know, made by God, you know, like of God, of just godly people around you, people that want to lift you up, you're going to realize it's like, yo, nobody wants you to stumble. Nobody's going to present a stumbling block before you. You know, nobody is going to take part in doing sin with you, because they're going to correct you. They're going to talk down on you even when doing that sin. They're not going to do that with you, because at the end of the day, I want a circle who's filled with people who are trying to get to heaven, and people who are really just trying to serve God's people, and who want the best for me and will really rash me when I'm wrong. You know? I had
a friend that I kind of had to distance myself from, and you know, I had explained why. Mind you, this was the first time I had ever had to do that. I had to explain to him, like, you know, this is just, I'm going down a new path. Like, the stuff that you do, I'm not doing anymore. And it's just like, I can't chill with you like that anymore. It doesn't mean the love is not there. The love is still there. And, you know, I'm still, you know, pray for you and things like that. But I just can't be around you. And he understood, despite how he was feeling, because that's a good friend of mine. Despite how he felt about it, he still understood, because he wanted the best for me.
Boom. And
wanted me, you know, to prosper in all the things that I thought was right for me. And he respected that. So, but if you are with a certain friend group, and, you know, and you tell them, you keep it real with them, like, you know, I just can't chill with you like that, unless, if you're not, you know, if you don't have the same principles, the same mindset as me anymore, like, we just can't be like that anymore. And they say, and they don't understand, and they still try to tempt you, and they still like try to talk you out of it. They don't want the best for you. And why would you even want somebody around you that is doing that for you, you know?
At the end of the day, just to add on to that, y'all need to get it through your mind that a lot of y'all friends, they just want your company. They just want company itself. They might not even care if it's you. Yo, fake friends are real. And like, really, what is the deal with friends now? Because friends, it's just people you can turn up, you know, people you can do bad stuff with, people who, like, I can surround myself and I can joke. But in reality, and that's true, that's a real friend though. A real friend is gonna understand, and they're gonna want the best for you. Yo, do your friends even want the best for you? Because maybe they want you to get the best drink. You know, they might want to smoke the best blunt with you, the best weed. But do they even want the best? So when you tell them that, like, yo, I'm not chilling with you, I got to pull away for a little bit, are they cool? Or do they just, you know, cut it off right there and make a big deal about it? Because in reality, friends want to suck you dry too. Like, some of the friends, they just want to use you for what you got. And they don't really bring even, like, what do your friends bring to the table? Just because they say they believe in God does not mean you should be chilling with them. Anybody can say they believe in God. You know, the devil believes in God. In reality, though, how is it benefiting you? And, you know, are your friends, are you so-called friends really your circle? Is your circle changing you for the better, or is your circle keeping you stagnant? Like, when are you good when you're by yourself, but when you come around your circle, and now why do I seem every time to have a stumbling block? You know, why do I seem to stumble every time? You know, it's just, when you get closer to God, you get further from people. And there's a lot of things, just even add on to the friends group in the circle, there's a lot of things that people don't want to drop in their life. Friends is just one of them. Circle of people is just one of them. When you get closer to God, there is some things that you're going to have to drop and give up for God. Especially when you want to get into ministry, there's going to be some things that you have to lay down so that you can pick up your cross, you know. And that's a big thing too. People don't want to lay down what they want to lay down. Just like they want to remove only certain friends. They want to keep some of their friends because it's just, I got so many memories. Like, no, yo, when you come to God, you are laying down your life. So now you have to, like, you have to do whatever is best for your life. How am I benefiting the kingdom? You have to have a kingdom mindset. You know, everybody's about their own selfish gain. Everybody's about their own selfish desires, you know. And that's a whole nother topic. Are you willing to lay down anything for God? Because there's a lot of things that people don't want to accept that they have to lay down or have to give up, because they want to make that work while they're still doing ministry, while they're still, you know, walking with God. They want to make it work. In reality, though, it's like, did God call you to make that work? Or is that you trying to do both? Is that you trying to have one foot in and one foot out? Is that you trying to still do what you want while you still serve God?
Yeah.
You know, this is a lot of questions you got to ask yourself. Is your circle benefiting you?
Yeah, and if your circle, you know, go on.
Oh yeah, I'll tell them.
If when you're basically, just don't be shocked or sad if when you start walking with God, people just start disappearing, and people who you thought that would be there for life just start vanishing. Don't be surprised, and honestly, don't be sad about it, because it is really a gain. It is a gain, because you are going to gain so much more peace and happiness. You are going to, like, be opened up to this whole new world of people that are supportive and that, like, actually want the best for you. You're going to be able to interact with people that are doing the same things that you're doing. You're going to be able to make new friends, make new connections, and most importantly, your soul is going to be, you know, you're just,
I know what you're saying.
you get what I'm trying to say. Your spirit is going to be clean. You're going to be at peace. You're not going to be tempted by other people. Not to say temptation's not going to come. It's always going to come. But I'm saying at least it's not going to be.
Your circle is going to help to be those things that will hold your hand, you know, that you can lean on. And just to add on what she's saying, like, be happy, because God hears conversations that you don't.
Oh my gosh.
He knows exactly what's in their heart when you don't know. So he knows. And some of these friends, they might not even want to accept. Some of these friends are just plotting. Some are plotting. Some are just talking bad. Some, they want to say something to your face, but when someone else criticizes you, they'll be right there to come in agreement with it.
Exactly. The last point that I want to make is right before I found this church and, like, changed my life around, I had prayed. Mind you, I didn't even know, like, you know, whatever. So I had prayed, and I was like, I asked God to remove, you know, just people from my life that meant me no good. I think I saw an Instagram post of someone saying to remove people talking behind your back, or people from my life that meant me no good. So I, like, prayed the sincere prayer, and that's when I had lost, like, all the friends that I thought were the closest to me. And honestly, it was upsetting at first, but honestly, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Yeah. And maybe in another video I can go into, like, my testimony with friends and what they are doing now and why they had to be removed from my life, because what they're doing now is just so far from what I'm doing, and I could have easily gotten involved in that if God didn't bring me this way. So I'm just grateful for that. But we're just here to, you know, encourage you. I know it's hard at first when you lose people from your life, or when they disappear, or when they leave your life. Like, you're not even pulling your, like, distancing yourself from them, but they distance themselves from you. I know that can be hard at first, but we're just here to bring you that encouragement. Like, trust me, it is the best thing that could happen for you. And, you know, this is just a faith walk. Like,
yeah, and it's true. I mean, It might not look like it at that moment too, but when God closes one door, he opens another door.
Exactly.
So if he's gonna remove some people, God knows people want friends, like friends. People want people around them, you know, strong people around them.
Exactly.
If God closes one door, it's not like he's just gonna take it. God is gonna also open another door. So it's really, you know, friends. If he's telling you to change your friend group, if he's telling you to cut some people off, it's for your own good. And, you know, just do it. Even if you don't understand, even if you don't want to, just do it, because still God knows what's best, and he knows that we need to be surrounded by kingdom-minded people. So basically that's all we wanted to come to you guys today. We just wanted to encourage you. Be encouraged.
We love you.
We love you.
God loves you.
God loves you.
And just be encouraged.
And be encouraged.
Bye.
Bye.